Okay, so now I'm going to post a document and we will see here. So far, whenever we are posting the transaction, we used to get only one document. Now we will get one more document, and that will be integrated document with integration with FI. So in general, I'm going to post a transaction, but when we will post a transaction in FI or in GL screen, we are going to enter the GL number or your accounts, but you will find the update in the cost element. So let me post one. So multiple expense I'm entering here. Both your production expenditure and some indirect expense, both we will take here. So 1004, click enter. Now we will get the error. Account 1004 require assignment to CO object. That means now onwards, whatever transaction you will enter, okay, if it is part of your product, any cost center, maybe production or maybe other department, but you need to add here. Nowhere it's specifying that you need to add the cost center. If you go to the field settings, then you will find as cost center is mandatory. It's asking CO object, cost object. So cost object may be anything. It can be a cost center, it can be it may be internal order, it may be profitability segment, anything, but now we know it is cost center. So add the cost center here. Cost center can manually entered or it can also automated also. For example, we want the user should not enter the cost center manually, it should pop up automatically or it should come automatically. That also you can specify. Go to a cost element. So when you are creating the cost element, here one option is there, cost center. You just add it here. Let me post one second. Enter. Now no error, and you will find the cost center. It's because we have linked the cost center with cost element or with the GL. 1005. Here you need to add because we have not specified in this particular lecture or in this cost element. So I'm randomly posting some entries. Okay, two are there. These are your cost entries. Now post one credit entry, or that is known as your offsetting entry. So post the credit entry, cash or bank. Post it. So document number 10017 generated, and how many tables are updated here? Document number 10017. So here in ECC, one BKPF, then multiple BSEC. Okay, so this is your BKPF data and multiple BSEC. So how many BSECs are there? Let's see the document. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 BSEC. Okay, 6 BSEC, 6 line item. Now coming to controlling. In ECC, separate document will be there for controlling. With reference to this document, one another document is there. We need to check. This is your COBK, controlling header data and controlling line items. COEP. How many controlling line items will be there? See, maybe 6 line item. From accounting point of view, everything like it's 6 line items are there. But cost object point of view, only 5 line items carrying the cost object. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 line items or 6 COEP. Okay, 2 header data, 6 BSEC. Sorry, it's not 6, it is 5. Okay, let's verify this first. And if you want to check the controlling document, check the accounting document, one FI document and one controlling document, 2. Okay, so FI document, you know how to get it, FB03, and controlling document KSB5. So if you'll go to KSB5, enter the document number, document number 2, document number, execute. So with reference to 10017, we got the CO document. Okay, and this is the CO document, and nowhere it is mentioned as GL. It's showing cost element. So right now we are converting the ledgers into cost element. Okay, these are your cost objects, cost centers. This is your amount, and this is your offsetting entry. That means what is the credit entry, cash account in this case. Okay, so with reference to the FI document, we got the CO document. This is your reference FI. So maybe somewhere you will get the update from MM also, maybe somewhere you will get the PP also. From various sources we can add the values in the controlling, but nowhere we are going to post any transaction or any input to the controlling. Okay, now coming to the table. BKPF VBSEC, you know, so I'm just going to COBK, controlling header data, document number 2, controlling area. This is your controlling header data. Okay, so CO informations are available. Now coming to CO line items, COAP, controlling area, document number 2. How many line items? 5. Okay, 5 entries are there, and different cost objects, so you can see here. Coin is your transaction. So this one we have posted in the control in cost center W101. This one we have posted in W1012. So this table is also updated. Now coming to, we have a BL3N, that GL entry. Similarly, in controlling also we can get the CO line items, transaction code KSB1, accounting, controlling, then cost center, line items, KSB1. So you can run the report by selecting a cost center or cost center group. So for example, we will select the cost center W101. Nothing is there. Okay. Change the period. It's July, right? So total cost and cost of this cost center is 20,000. And if I will select the cost center group, so total cost is 28,000, where two cost centers are involved, W101 and 102. Both are your coin transaction. Coin transaction means FICO integration, or the transactions are posted through FICO integration. Similarly, you can run the report by cost element or cost element group also. So we have created one group as production expenditure. Now, like, it's, you will get the same information because we have very limited entries, but it's cost element report. Fine. Now, suppose we we want to repost the cost. Cost reposting means that they'll say simplify the FI posting. For example, you can see here the wages is completely entered in one cost center. Let's take another example. If I will take the So you can see salary is the FI person salary entered in one cost center, but it should be related to another cost centers, right? So we want to repost it, which is wrongly entered here. We want to repost it. So everything FI person posted in one cost center, that we want to repost it from, let's say, between admin and maintenance. So this one we want to do. So out of this, it's reposting. Okay, so we are just internally, we are going to repost this cost. But for this, you have to make sure that the business transaction should be active for this, where we have created the number range K and K. RKU1 and RKU3, this should be active. So it's active for me, so I can do it. So you can do it for multiple cost or for one cost center document wise. So let's say we will do this for one cost or document wise. Transaction code is KB61. Another transaction code is there where you want to include multiple cost elements, KB111. Both will give you the same impact if you are going to have multiple cost elements, so you can use that. So accounting, controlling, cost center accounting, actual postings, reposting of cost. One option is this one, KB11N, where you want to include multiple cost elements. Another option is you can also go to repost CO line item, KB61. Enter the document number. Your document number is 2. And which cost center we are, cost element we want to split. We want to split here this 1500. 1500, or even you can take the cost center also. Leave it. Execute. Document number 2 does not exist. So this is the original document we had posted, and I want like this 20,000 which is wrongly entered with one cost center. This one I want to split into two different cost center. So let's make it 15,000 here. One more line item will be added. So change it here. 15,000 with W201. Let's make it a different one. Okay, or let's say we can split it into three. Let me add one more cost center. Only one is there. This is 301 202. Let me take 202 W202. So make it 10,000. Two more lines are there. Make it 6,000. And make it 20,000. Originally posted with 20,000. Make it 10,000. This is not allocation of cost. This is reposting of cost throughout the month. Anytime you can, when you rectify, like you found like some wrongly it is entered in one cost center, we can do the adjustment. So make it 6,000. One more line is there, and make it 4,000. So this one, let's say 2, and this is 301. So like this I did the adjustment, post it. So here one more document will be there, but this one only in internally generated. So you will find with reference to the controlling document 2, that controlling document 3 will be generated. Post it. Document number 3 generated, and check the document. Case B5, document number 3, run it. So with reference to controlling document 2, the new document generated. Now tell me, with this adjustment, is there any impact will be there in the FI or not? In FI, we have posted the transaction with the cost center here, right? This one. This one is entered with cost center 201, original entry 20,000. Now we split it this, if we'll rerun this one once again. So this, so let me take the production, let me take this cost element 1500 and run it now. So previously, as for the FI record, I have not refreshed this screen. As for the previous FI record, it is W201. Previously in controlling also same we had posted, but now W201 is showing a cost of 10,000, and previously this cost was not there in this cost centers, but now 6,000 and 4,000 is also there. That means we credited one cost center and we debited two cost center. That's why you will find the minus entries. If you'll add the business transaction also, you can identify. So RKU3 credit entries are there, RKU3 debit entries there. See, first 10,000 RKU3 credit, 10,000 RKU3 debit. Then RKO3 credit here, 6,000 corresponding debit, 6,000 debit, RKO3 credit and RKO3 debit. So this one internally settled. Now tell me, is there any impact in the FI or FI will be as usual? We did the settlement or we did some adjustment reposting in controlling. Now whether it is going to affect your FI record or not.
No, I don't think so, because it's just a salary, right? So FI transaction gonna be the same, but the distribution gonna be a different.
No, no. What is the answer is correct. FI is not going to affect this one, but the salary you told that point is not valid. It's because right now FI is separate, CO is separate. Whatever the adjustment we did, it is only affect your controlling. It is not going to
Controlling
affect the
it.
FI. If you'll check the
Yeah.
record once again, so our document number 1000017, you will find same salary 20,000 is updated with this cost center. So that's why this problem rectified in S4HANA. In S4HANA, whatever you are going to do with controlling, it is immediately going to update your universal journal as well as FI record also. So now in this case, we have to do the manual reconciliation because your FI data is showing the total cost center, okay, 20,201, whereas your CO data is showing total cost center cost is 10,000. So reconciliation required. So this issue rectified there. It's because right now FI is separate, CO is separate. Both tables are different because in S4HANA you are going to post the normal transaction, only one document will be there and only universal journal one document will be posted. So let me, if I will show you the SADOCA table, you can identify. So remember this one, RKU3 business transactions. Okay, RKU3 business transaction. So there, right now, we have, I'm just functionality point of view explaining. So first we posted one FI document, 1000017. Simultaneously system updated one CO document, document number 2. This is your FI, this is your CO. Then we did the reposting. Another document generated, document number 3, but only in controlling, only in CO. It has no impact here in FI. So in S4
Because
HANA,
it's not communicating with that, so that's why it's not.
no, it's two separate different tables. So CO is separate, FI is
Yeah.
separate. So it is not going to affect here. In same process will be there in S4 HANA. Only thing is when you are going to do the reposting, another document will be generated. That is CO data we are going to load to the FI. Okay, so here maybe let's say 1000018 some document will be there, and you will find one previous document before adjustment and one after document. So both your CO and FI should be same. So let me show you one RKU3 entry. So here, there are no more this multiple tables are there. Only one single table, SCDOCA, where you will find all the entries. Okay, you can see this RKU3 entries. Let's do the analysis. The source document may be 144x01. I don't remember. Let's see one by one. 4x01 coin is there now. One 4x0. It's a remote desktop, so a little bit slow. And today is some mode 1 4x0. 1. Okay, so here something I reposted. I don't know what I reposted, but you can see this local amount 2500 A01. This is offsetting entry. So you can see here both your FI and CO. This is only one document. If it is FI document, you are also finding the CO informations here in one table. So if you'll see here, only one document will be there. Only one document is there. Okay, this is only technical information. It's not document. This is the only document. That means FI data carrying the CO data also. Then we did the reposting. So in reposting, another document generated 4 times 0. So let's open a new screen. 4 times 0. So this document, you can see if you go to the Universal Journal, you will find this one generated with reference to 10002. Okay, this one archive3. This generated with reference to another document 1. This one is nothing but your controlling document. So internally also some controlling data is there. So with reference to the controlling document 1, that means in our case it is document number 3. Okay, so sorry, document number 2. So with reference to the controlling document, I don't remember. 1 second. Not here. Document number 1. No, this is the source document. This is the source document. So all the transactions are updated. So you can see the credit entries are there, debit entries are there. So with reference to the source document, so another document is also generated. Okay, document number 1. Our point is this FI document, which is never there in our ECC. So 4 times 0, 2, if you'll check here, here you will find the reposting entries. So earlier, which one we reposted? This is the original entry. P101, 102, 101, 101. So you can see here it's multiple, it's reposted. Some new cost centers are also added, this S301, which is not there in the original entry. Okay, it's not there, it's reposted. So both the cost I reposted here, both the cost I reposted, you can see reposted entry also is there in the Universal Journal. So both FI data, CO data, reposting, everything is there. So now if you'll check the cost center report and your FI report, both will give you the same information. So manual reconciliation not required. Okay, so this is just for your information. That means this is the advanced. With some more configurations, we can do this adjustment. Right now also we are doing the reconciliation, but this one we are doing manually. This will be automated. Fine. Okay, we can do the cost center planning also. So this reposting we did in not as allocation. Allocation always on the month end, but this one, if you see the date, the reposting current date only. So anytime we can do the reposting of cost, but allocation is month end date. So if you see here, so original transaction and the reposting both on same date only. Okay, cost planning. Transaction code KP06. Planning. Then cost and activity input. So you can do the planning for one cost center yearly, or you can do the monthly planning also. Let me take one yearly planning. Select the version. So initially we define for planning purpose version period 1 to period 12. So let's take one cost center. So let's say this one, and take one cost element, rent or salary. We just post it with salary. Select form based, go to overview. This is yearly planning we are doing, and we are expecting that no, salary is variable cost. Let's take rent. So we can do the yearly planning for the fixed cost, not on variable cost. So we are expecting our planned cost for rent is, let's say, 6,000 monthly, so 84,000 yearly, and you can see here automatically it's divided into monthly value 7,000. Post it. Actual transactions are posted, or you can do this planning step first. We can go for the actual. Now we will do the variance analysis. So check the variance report. Also we can do the yearly planning also, monthly planning also. So you can take, so this is our 7th posting period. You can take a cost center group as production cost center group. Cost element also you can take. In production, multiple costs are there. So just 1,000 is there. 002. Okay, I will do the planning for these three costs. Okay, 1004, 8,000 for cost center W101, and this is my cost center. This is my cost element, and this one is, let's say, 5,000. This is 1,000. This is for one cost center. Next combination. So I did one annual planning and one monthly planning. Now run the report. Controlling, cost center accounting, information system, report, plan actual comparison, run it. So I'm going to run the variance report for this month for all cost centers. Run it. Okay, so take this admin. Your planned cost for rent, this one we have not updated, so just leave it. So rent planned cost is 7,000, actual cost is 10,000. So here you have a variance amount and percentage. Similarly, we did the planning for production expenditure. So your planned cost is 8,000, actual cost is 15,000. Here actual cost is not there, only planned cost is there, and here also something. So like this, you can go for the cost center planning also. But right now, whatever the things we are going to do, we are doing right now, everything is part of one area, that is your cost of production calculation. Okay, so next we are going to see the allocations. But before that, if you have any question, first let me answer those, then I will proceed. So far, whatever we did, so from controlling, because these are the fundamental things. Any question?
Oh, it's good. Thank you.
Well, so the question I have is like when you're posting these transactions, I mean,
Okay, now I'm going to do the allocation of cost. Allocation of cost means why the allocation is required. First, before that, we have to understand the cost sheet. So when we are going to do the cost sheet, so this is my cost sheet. In cost sheet, we have the material cost, then labor cost, and then we have the production cost. Let's say this is 1000, this is 500, and this is 400. Now my 1900 is my cost of production, I think. No, it's not cost of production, it is the factory cost. Okay, it's the factory cost. So factory cost is 1900, and here we have to add some other cost or indirect cost. Indirect cost means actually cost is there, we are going to record this cost in the income statement, but as it is not directly involved with the production, maybe we will not consider this one in our cost of production. So those costs, if we ignore this cost, let's say we have a admin cost, not one cost, multiple costs, so like salary, rent, admin cost, various type of cost. If you are going to ignore this cost, let's say this is 200, suppose, not for one cost center, it is posted in FI, then in month end you have to do the allocations. Now your COGM or cost of goods manufactured is how much? 2100, whereas we are considering the cost of production as 1900. So we can't ignore this cost, we have to include in our cost sheet. Similarly, some advertisement is there, selling overheads. So now your cost of goods sold is 2200. So you just compare 1900 and 2200. So actually this 200 and 100 is part of your income statement, but we are not considering this cost, or we are thinking we will not considering this cost because this is not part of our production. So now this is actually is your production expenditure. This cost is your production expenditure, and this cost we have to add in the cost sheet through different methods, different allocation methods. So that whatever the cost we are going to record, if anything related to operational. Why I'm saying operational, for example, you are paying the bank interest, it is nothing related to operation. You are paying something, some different type of income or expenses. If it is not from operation, we will not include here, but if it is related to operation, then we have to add this. And this cost is how much labor cost you paid, you can determine through including PP module or including CO module. We can include how much material cost, material consumed, again you can directly determine, it's easy. But how much cost we have incurred here, total cost, we can get it from the GL report in FI. But what is the percentage, or what is the proportion of advertisement we are going to add in this cost center? So maybe we have multiple cost centers are there, multiple production cost center. That is one challenge. So for the month end distribution, so throughout the month you keep on posting different transactions with FI, and in month end we have to do the settlement. So we will see two scenarios how we can settle this cost. Okay, so let's take one example. We have a cost center is there, that is canteen cost center. In this canteen cost center, we are going to pay different type of expenditures. Those are your primary cost element. Primary cost element means direct determination, or directly we can post the transaction. So we are paying salary 12,000. We are paying rent. These are my primary cost elements. Rent 8,000, and we are having some food raw material cost that is 30,000. So total July canteen expenditure is how much? 50,000. So let's first complete this portion, then we will see. So this 50,000 we are going to record with certain primary cost elements, and your primary cost elements are just created one ledger, convert into cost element 01 primary cost. So now you have the primary cost elements are, you can run the report. So you have cost elements as one is your 1500, 1501 rent, okay, and another one 1517. So all cost we are going to record with this primary cost elements. Then we derive the total canteen cost, which includes multiple primary cost elements, is 50,000. So this 50,000 we are going to distribute 3 cost centers, okay, or 2 cost centers. So let's say we are going to distribute production 1, production 2, and to admin department. So in production we are not going to settle as canteen salary or rent, all this way we are not going to do the settlement. All cost we are going to transfer to a secondary cost element, so which is generated within controlling and settled within cost element. For recording the cost you need the primary cost element, for settlement of cost you need a secondary cost element. So this is mostly used for settlement or planning purpose. So we can take this settlement cost element as canteen cost settlement, okay, and we are going to transfer all this cost. That means in production cost center admin, here you will not find salary, rent or something, you will find a canteen cost. So this canteen cost, so when direct determination of cost is not possible, we can use the secondary cost element. Next, on what basis we are going to distribute this cost? Is it divided by 3? That is not fair. If it is some percentage, maybe you can do that, but we are going to distribute the salary on the basis of number of employees. So here I will take the sender cost center and the receiver cost center. So sender cost center is your canteen, and receiver cost centers are production 1, production 2, and admin. So this one we are going to distribute on the basis of number of employees. So let's say the employee here 75, here it is 25, and here 200. So on the basis of this data we are going to distribute only the salary. So that means this one we are going to distribute on the basis of statistical key figure. So we need to add one master data here for distribution of this salary cost, and this rent and food maybe we can use for percentage. Let's say you can take, let's say 50% cost we will transfer here, okay, and 30% here, 20% here. So this data we are going to distribute on the basis of percentage, and this is on the basis of SKF. All this complicated process, if you are going to give to the user, they will get confused. So that's why we will do all the configurations. User will run the program in a month and that's it. Automatically on the basis of your configuration, system will transfer this cost from one cost center, that is your canteen cost center, to multiple cost centers. So let me create one cost center here first. We don't have cost center, I think, canteen. And this process is assessment, allocation of cost through allocation assessment method. Yeah, it's not there. Let me create. W203. Under any category, take it in under admin category. Okay, done. So now all cost we are going to record with W203. So here we are going to add two more business transaction. One is for SKF master data, RKS, and one is your RKIU. So that is for assessment settlement. So this is for SKF and this is for assessment. Like we have coin, then RKU3, then similarly these two also we need to add it. Go to the number range, add the controlling area. Okay, so from the non-assigned list, from this non-assigned list, I need the SKF. Oh, sorry, it's RKS. For SKF, it is RKS. Enter statistical key figure. Add to our group. This is our group. And another one, RKIU. If it is not there, like you have a document number is not there, a number range is not there, so one activity is not possible. Similarly, any business transaction is not there, that particular activity is not possible. Override assessment. Select add to group. Create the statistical key figure. Another master data, transaction code KK01. Accounting, controlling, cost center, then master data, cost center, escape, statistical key figure, KK01. Create. In future also we are going to add some more statistical key figure. Now it is employee. So let's say I have taken as statistical key figure as 1000. This is my employee data. How we are going to measure the employees? By counting. So each, if it is rent, square foot, if it is electricity, kilowatt, something you can take. So two radio buttons are there, fixed value and total value. Fixed value means in normal situation, this employee numbers will be same for month of August, until unless some people added or some people left the organization. But if some, so no need to maintain next month the same data once again, automatic system will take this one. But let's say packing hours or let's say maintenance hours. Okay, so this type of cost, it should be fresh entry every month. So that's why that should be the total value. So in end of the year, what is the total packing cost and what is the total packing hour? So here it is category, fixed value is applicable. Save it. Now maintain the data. So this value we need to maintain. Sorry, this value we need to maintain. Enter statistical key figure KB31N. Posting. Statistical key figure. Enter. So receiving cost center is the production cost centers. Production 1, statistical key figure 1000, total quantity, that means how many number of people are there in production 175. Production 2, $25. Admin $200, right? 200. So total cost of salary 12,000 divided by 300 into 75 into 25 into 200. Save. Okay, now create one secondary cost element. In right now in ACC, your secondary cost element separately we were creating, whereas in S4HANA both your primary cost element and secondary cost element part of ledger. But now create the secondary cost element as canteen cost settlement. Transaction code K06. Cost element, master data, cost element, individual processing, secondary K06. Secondary, when you are creating the secondary cost element, make sure that same number ledger should not be there. So that's why I'm taking a higher value. Let's say 10,000. And this is your canteen cost settlement. Cost element category is important here. We are going to use this one with assessment program or assessment method. So category should be 42. Okay, done. Now create one assessment cycle. So it is one-time activity, and here we are specifying how we are going to distribute this cost to production cost center. Controlling, cost center accounting, actual posting, period and closing, assessment, maintain assessment. Create actual assessment cycle. Take the cycle, anything you can take, let's say 15,000. Start date. Canteen cost assessment. Because same cost I can distribute in a different way. I can use the distribution method, something I can do. Attach segment. So here I need to include two segments, one for salary and one for these two costs. Segment 1, this is salary assessment. All cost we are going to transfer to a secondary cost element, that is your canteen cost settlement. So in distribution, after distribution, you will not find salary rent, you will find the canteen cost settlement. So how we are going to settle this cost? By using the SKF. So select here variable portion type as statistical key figure. Sender cost center is your canteen. What cost we are going to distribute? We are going to distribute cost element 1500, only this cost by this segment. Where we will distribute? We are going to distribute to 3 cost centers, production 1, production 2 and admin. So we need to create one cost center group for this settlement purpose, where these 3 cost centers should be there. Otherwise, if we'll put the range, everything will be included there. So it's KH S1, or what is the cost center group? We need to create a cost center group. Cost center group KSH1. So already we have some groups. Let's take some more groups. Admin, let's say W500. Add the cost centers. So in this cost centers, we will add production W100 to, sorry, W101 to W102. Then admin also W201. Okay, so now add this group here in the assessment. Receiver, on what basis we are going to distribute? SKF, so maintain here 1000. One more segment, attach segment, segment 2, other cost. This will be also transferred to secondary cost element, but this one we will not distribute on the basis of percentage, your SKF. This will be you can take as percentage, fixed percentage. Center cost center canteen. Cost element. Okay, for cost element also you need to create one group, because if I will take 1500 to 1501 to 1517, entire range will be there. So create one cost element group also. KH1. Already you have some groups. Let's make it 4000. Cost element. So add the group 4000. And where we will transfer? But that combination of that group, this one, W500, on the basis of percentage, 30, 20, and here it is 50. So total cost of 38,000 we are going to distribute on the basis of percentage. Total cost of 12,000 on the basis of numbers or SKF data. Okay, this is the configuration. Now let me post a user entry. So throughout the month, the different transactions are posted for the canteen department. So which includes primary cost element. Select the cost center. Same cost center, all costs take the same cost center. 1517, 30,000, and one offsetting entry, payment entry. Now all your cost recorded with the canteen cost center. You can check the cost center report. So now all your cost recorded with the canteen cost center. So total cost 50,000. That is your coin. Current posting date, all cost recorded with your coin business transaction, and this is the posting date. And now if you'll see what is your production cost, case B1 cost center report. So your production cost is 28,000. Now we need to run the, or user will run the settlement program, assessment program. After this you will find this should be 0 and the cost will transfer to different cost centers, and this will be month end activity. So on 31st July this entry will happen. Okay, so run the cost assessment run. Transaction code KSU5, controlling, cost center accounting, period and closing, single function, allocation, assessment, KSU5, period 7, cycle only one, so that's why it is automatically selected. With restaurant execute. Sender to receiver 6. Why? Because we have created two segments. Sender to receiver 6. Sender is your canteen cost. So all cost we are transferring to 12,000. We are going to distribute on the basis of 300. 300 is your 300 is your escape data. 300. This one 300, and 38,000 we are going to distribute on the basis of 100% percentage cost. If you'll check the segment, sorry, this is segment. This is receiver. Okay. All cost recorded with 10,000 cost element, which is nothing but secondary cost element. So this is how we are going to, this is your escape data, this is your percentage, and this is your actual amount. Run it. Remove test run, execute. Now check. This should be 0. 0. So all cost transfer to the Walmart canteen settlement cost center, which is secondary cost element, and you take here production cost center. Earlier it was 28,000. Now some additional cost added here, and you can see these are the cost added in 2 different production cost centers. And if you'll see here, RKIO, settlement from canteen, and when it is added, month end. So these are the month end activities. So now from a non-productive cost centers cost, we transfer to production cost center. But again, some cost we transfer to admin. So in a different allocation method by using this one distribution or something, that cost should be distributed to your production cost center. So this is the concept of assessment.